Question 3. Why are you going through all this trouble of running a campaign, knowing that your chances of forming the government are slim to none?
Well, I would take out slim to none from the question, I think, because it's changed a lot. Even in the last month, there was a new poll out this morning that, for example, put the BC Greens 38% on Vancouver Island, 4 points ahead of the NDP. And we just pushed past the 20% mark for the first time provincially for a sort of solid Green vote. We also know that in the past, Green voters were fairly flexible with their vote, and now we see that there's a growing core group of Green voters that are very dedicated to voting Green. That's new. And we're the only party that's really moving up with 3 weeks to go. And it's all about momentum and movement. So I guess I would caution that the question is based on the past. And one thing we know about politics, especially in the last couple of years, is that it has not been very easy to predict what's happening in the present based on past results. The voters are in it's a very volatile time. There's a lot of transition going on. People are very unpredictable. And so there's a lot of interesting energy out there. And the Greens, we're just on a big wave right now. We don't really know where it's going, but it's turned around. Now, one thing I will say about your question is that a year ago, when I really made the decision to consider running, it is true that I was probably the last convert of our whole group that we could actually win an election in Kamloops North Thompson. And I was very realistic about our expectations. I based them a lot on the past results. I thought I was going to run as a Green just because I know there's certain questions the other parties won't ask. There's certain things they won't bring up. Some of them have to do with the environment. Some of them have to do with corporate and big money, big union money in politics. Just things that I know that the other parties were going to dance around and avoid. And in Kamloops, the big Ajax mine project's another one. And I wanted to be part of that conversation. I wanted to bring maybe a different set of values into the room. But I knew running, my odds of getting elected at that point, I thought were a long shot. And then I've been slowly, coming along here, and the others around me saw it before I did. And I was sort of the last holdout, really, of the group who thought, we're going to do well. But now we actually have a shot at it. We're actually a contender, which is a new experience for us as Greens. It's a really interesting place to be in.
Awesome. All right.